everyone, welcome to How Ines Rolls with Halloween done by one day. It is time to start thinking about Christmas. Woo, I love it. So I am going to be moving my front room around and I'll show you that. Plus, I'm going to be making a yummy Christmas time dessert. Let's get started. So today I am going to be making O. Henry walnut bars, or walnut O. Henry bars, however you call them. I think they're more originated from the UK, but I found a great recipe that I want to try, and I'm going to be using my walnuts from nutstop.com, which I will link below my promo code, so that thing that you need with nuts for the holidays. It's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna need walnuts, obviously. You're gonna need some milk, you're gonna need some coconut, you're gonna need butter and sugar and all the yummies, right? So first thing we're gonna get started with is lining a 9x13 with graham crackers. So we are gonna cover this 9x13 very well. So what I'm gonna do is use my knife to carefully cut around to have a rounded edge, so that way it'll fit perfect. Wish me luck. All right, I'd say I'd line that bottom pretty good, except for maybe I should get one little piece right there. But, so we're gonna get going with the next part of this, and then I'm gonna show you my living room. Okay, I've just started making the innards, so it's gonna be like a custard-ish, what we're gonna do here. So right now I have the medium heat going on. I've just started to melt my butter because it was supposed to be at room temperature, so I thought I'd get that in there first. 1.5 cups of brown sugar. We're gonna put 3/4 of a cup of milk, which this was my exact last 3/4 of a cup from the milk jug. Is that so funny when it works out perfect? And then we're gonna put in 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then we're just gonna whisk that up for to get it to a low boil. Then we're gonna lower the heat, and then we're just gonna whisk it for about 5 minutes. We want it to kind of thicken up. So let me get these all mixed in, and then start the timer. So I'm about a few minutes into this. I'm just kind of constantly stirring. I don't want it to burn on the bottom, but you can see it's nicely bubbling up. It's kind of like changing shape, almost candy-ish. So, but I think it's just gonna thicken it up a little bit more. So when this is done, I'm gonna take it off the burners after 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna start adding more ingredients. The walnuts, some graham cracker crumbs, and some coconut. Doesn't that sound so good? I can't wait. All right, you guys, so I've made kind of like a thinner version of caramel. So we are going to add those lovely ingredients that I was telling you about. So using my nutstop.com walnuts, we crushed those down, and we're going to add 1.5 cups of those right into this mix. Next, we're going to add 1.5 cups of coconut. So if you're not writing this down, which is totally fine, enjoy the show. I'm going to have a link below in the description box with the recipe. Let me know if you're a fan of coconut and nuts. All it needs is chocolate, and that's like German chocolate, right? And then we're going to add 2 cups of like graham cracker crumbs. So like this recipe is gonna need like a couple of boxes of graham crackers. So just to kind of keep that in mind. I'm glad I chose a bigger pan. I had first started with a smaller. What's wrong with me lately? I just cannot figure out which pans to use. Okay. So we are gonna get that mixed in, just nicely coated, and I'll bring you a little bit closer so you can see it too. Oh, this is looking so good, you guys. It does have, to me, a little bit of like this kind of chunky German chocolate kind of flair to it. I mean, it doesn't have the chocolate, but oh yes, the caramel, like some kind of nut, and then the coconut. Oh man, and it smells so good in here. Ezra's like, why does that smell? It smells so good. Yep, making some dessert. So this is gonna take a little while, so plan for hours. Like once this is done and you have it set, it's going to take some time. So we'll talk about that next. All right, so we are gonna carefully press that into this crumb bottom. Maybe I shouldn't have had so many pieces. I don't know. What do you guys think? But we'll get this mixed through. And then I'm going to add another layer of graham crackers on top. So it's going to be a bar. Let's see if I can get this to kind of... So this is smelling like a Christmas candle of sorts, like a baked one. Oh man, it's so good. So I'm gonna be careful over here. I think when I put the topping on, I'm just gonna break them into halves. So that way we can kind of get them to be on top of these pretty easily. Yeah, it's pretty pliable. Have you ever made this recipe before? Let me know in the comments below. All right, so I am now just kind of pressing those into the mixture. It's pretty thick already, so we just kind of want to give it a cap. And so we're gonna let this sit on the counter for an hour or so, and then I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator for 3. So that's what I was talking about when you're gonna have to give yourself some time with this one, because we need it to kind of harden up and get more solid, while I bet this topper is going to soften up. So we're gonna kind of keep an eye on this. So let me finish that up and keep it on the counter. All right, so while that is cooling down for the next few hours, I thought it would be, we are going to church in a little while, but before that, I wanted to kind of show you our living room setup and, you know, rearrange it. Why am I rearranging it? Because we're gonna put in our Christmas tree early, nice and early. I am so excited. So I know everybody has an opinion about putting up a Christmas tree before Thanksgiving or after. I've always been in the boat to put it up earlier, but I will say that 2020 has really inspired me to go ahead and put it up a little bit earlier. So just makes us happy. So let me show you our living room setup and a little bit more about my thought process. All right, so here is our living room. It's, you know, got some things that need to be put away still, but it, you know, we live in here. So this used to be my classroom. And so last night was Halloween. So you can see we have some Halloween things that still need to be put away, but that's okay. So I have a wall over here of beautiful prints from mostly BFF Print Shop. So cute. So this used to be my classroom, but now I'm teaching on OutSchool. And we're going to put the Christmas tree right here. We have never done that before. In fact, this is going to be our first year doing Christmas in here. Normally we do it in the kitchen, living room back there, and it's really cramped, but this looks like it's gonna be a beautiful space. Okay, so I'm moving some couches around. I finished. You can see now I flipped the seating area. It seems like now that this picture was more centered before, that I might need another big picture right over there, don't you think? Maybe something Christmassy and wintry. Oh, I'm gonna take a look and see what I can do, but I think it looks so great. We're not decorating the tree yet. I know, we're already a little early, so we can wait another week. but the hardest parts are done with rearranging. Kind of sweating here. So I'm gonna go take a look and check out the O. Henry bars, the walnut O. Henry bars, and get that in the refrigerator. So it's about 10 o'clock right now. I know I started early. So this just needs to go and chill for about a few hours. So probably about 2 in the afternoon, we'll be ready to eat it after we've come back from church, after we've eaten some lunch or later lunch. We can have a dessert. There's still more to this, but I'll show you when we get back. All right, everyone, we are ready to start making the frosting for the O. Henry bars. I cannot wait. So we are going to add, I already have my 2 cups of powdered sugar and a 1/3 cup of butter. And to that, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla, then 4 tablespoons of milk. Pretty easy, right? So I had to go borrow some from my neighbor because I used it all with the making of the insides. Ugh. I gotta get some more milk. Maybe I should just start buying gallons. Normally, I just buy a 1/2 gallon because we don't really use it all unless we have cereal, but the kids kind of go up back and forth with all of that. So anyways, maybe now with the holidays here, me cooking more, seems like I'm gonna need to make some more or get some more milk for sure. All right, so I have this all ready, and you guys, pulled it out of the fridge. It's ready. So I think what I'll do is just pour this out. It's a little bit like a thinner frosting. And then I'll put it back in the fridge for like half an hour or so, and then let it set. And then I can't wait. Okay, I am ready to try it. So you guys, it's going to be like it's going to be more solid. It's like a bar. I was thinking, should I get a fork to try to take a taste or whatever? But it just, you score it and then you kind of press into it more and they come out like perfect. You can see like how I put the graham crackers on the bottom. But now I can't wait to try. Oh man, this is so good. Oh, strong graham cracker, that good like coconut flavoring and like texture, that yummy frosting. Walnut O. Henry's. Oh, love. We'll definitely be making these again. Woo-wee. Thanks for watching this recipe and watching my life get ready for Christmas. This is going to be such a good addition for Christmas time. I just know it. So recipes down below, and also my link for nutstop.com to get your as many different kinds of nuts that you want. Plus, there's a 10% discount. So thanks for stopping by. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and stick around because you just never know what I'll be rolling out next. Bye, everyone.